Good evening. Thank you for joining us. We are proud to present another series of Stay Home Jam Together, a program of the Erie Downtown Partnership in collaboration with R. Frank Media, Grisey Audiovisual, and Erie Arts and Culture. This series was made possible by support from UPMC Health Plan, Erie Arts and Culture, and the Doris Duke Foundation for Islamic Art. Tonight's show will feature a performance by Mensura Berberovic on a cappella vocals. Here to talk more about Mensura and her music is Kelly Armour of Erie Arts and Culture.
My name is Kelly Armour, and it is my delight to introduce to you Mensura Berberovic. She comes from Bosnia, now lives in Erie, and she is an expert at Sevdalinka. And Sevdalinka is a Bosnian ballad tradition. She knows literally hundreds of these ballads, and we are so blessed in Erie to have Mensura with us.
Our word sevda, it is a love. If I can say I'm in sevda with someone, it means I love him. That is actually Turkish word. But knowing history, Bosnia was over 500 years, over the Ottoman Empire. And we have mixed the languages also, We have some words, they are not ours, but, we are still using them. Sevdalinka means when you sing about love. You don't sing, you don't hate, but you do hate only maybe boyfriend when he, betrayed you or husband if he doesn't come home on time, This is, only, actually that's not hate, that is anger. If you sing Sevdalinka, you must love. And that's helped me. Song, what I'm going to sing, it is old song. I grew up listening that song, but, it was different words. Songs used to say, original says about shepherd, be far away from home, but for him, he was far away across the other river. I am across the oceans. And for years, I'm thinking, I sang that song, but something is missing in that to be really mine from my heart. And one day I was driving in a car and listening that song and singing together. And just words came from my heart, my words telling about my feeling be far away from my home. And Daleko od Bosne, gorke suze lijem. Daleko od Bosne, gorke suze lijem. Gorke suze lijem i tugu svoju krijem. Gorke suze lijem i tugu svoju krijem. Koliko gorko plačem, još tužnije ječi. Koliko gorko plačem, još tužnije ječi. Ova tuđa zemlja, tuga je golema. Ova tuđa zemlja, tuga je golema. U tuđemu svijetu nigdje nikog svoga. U tuđemu svijetu nigdje nikog svoga. Bez mojih sestara i mojeg vlada. Bez mojih sestara I mojeg Nihada. That's my expression, how much I miss, people who is not with, they are not with me here. Yeah.
Tell me, Mensura, how has the Bosnian genocide impacted your cultural traditions? Has the war made the Bosnian Sevdalinka tradition stronger or weaker?
I said we didn't, war was active, we couldn't think about, singing because, and especially I know myself, my family, we try to escape. But, and you are just trying to survive. And after, when I become a refuge person, when I become, and I know I was missing everyone. I was separate from my children for 2 years during the war, during my refuge time. Sometimes my husband wasn't with me also. I'm just by myself, and, I know God was watching me, and I was surrounded with different people, some of them good, some of them, they didn't like refuge person. That time, Sevdalinka become more important to myself, especially when God granted me with my grandson, and I started sing. Before I had him in hands, in my arms, I didn't sing. First song I sang was lullaby for him. And after, I have a need to feel my family, but missing one. Some of them, they were already dead, but I didn't know. But I sang the songs, especially songs that I used to sing with my youngest sister and my cousins and my uncles and my mother. And that really changed me, and I start have a deeper feeling about Sevdalinka. Sevdalinka is my life. I grew up listening Sevdalinka. When I was baby, my mother sang for me lullabies, but also she was working around me. Whatever she did, or if we are together with anyone or any occasion, we sang Sevdalinkas or religious spiritual songs. And for me, they are part of my life. But when I become a refuge person, I start feeling them deeper. I find myself, I am one of those people, I'm singing for them, or, And that the first connection with my sister in Sarajevo, and other sister, she was in Bosnia before she moved here. My husband recorded me to sing songs that we used to sing together, and we sent them to Bosnia. And those songs are my messages for them, how much I love them, how much I miss them. Mila, Majko, šalji me na vodu, jer me moj dragi, jer me moj dragi, jer me moj dragi kraj izvora čeka. Jer me moj dragi, jer me moj dragi, jer me moj dragi kraj izvora čeka. Hajde, kćeri, al se brzo vrati, uzaludu, uzaludu, vremena ne trati. Uzaludu, uzaludu, vremena ne trati. izvoru hita, djeva ponosita, blijedi je mjesec, blijedi je mjesec, blijedi je mjesec, zamišljeno gleda. Blijedi je mjesec, blijedi je mjesec, blijedi je mjesec, zamišljeno gleda. Oj mjeseče, tako ti mladine, ti obasjavaš, ti obasjavaš, ti obasjavaš brda i doline. Ti obasjavaš, ti obasjavaš, ti obasjavaš brda i doline. Daj mi sad reci, da li me dragi želi, da li se mome, da li se mome, da li se mome dolasku veseli. Da li se mome, da li se mome, da li se mome dolasku veseli. Oj, djevojko, ti si puna čara, al tebe dragi, al tebe dragi, al tebe dragi, kraj izvora vara. Al tebe dragi, al tebe dragi, al tebe dragi, kraj izvora vara. This is actually a song tells about a girl. She used to go with this ibrik. This is the pitcher we call ibrik, to get water from a stream. And each time girls from that period of time, no water in the house, they go to get water. And a reason to get water, they come home, they dump water anywhere, and go get again to see her boyfriend. That was the only way to be together for a little time. And one night she was going to get water, and she asked the moon, does her boyfriend waiting for her over there? She wants to meet him. And moon answered to her, don't go over there, you will get hurt because he's cheating on you. He won't be there for you. That is the song says, I try to sing songs more where you expressing your love, but this is this song, she got hurt, but it's natural. And all of us, we were young, we had boyfriends, girlfriends. That is life.
Thank you, Mensura. That was a beautiful song, and it really reminds us of a more innocent time. So tell me, Sevdalinka deal with different people at different stages in their lives. How has your relationship with Sevdalinka changed over time, from being a child to a teen to a mother and now a grandmother?
Yes, it changed a lot. When you're young and when you are a teenager, or, when you start feeling love for someone, you sing songs, what is, and become to express your feeling about the person you in love. And that was when you become a wife, you start singing different songs. And especially if a husband is not very often at home. And you try to bring him back, but with song, We have that kind of songs. You sing and calling him back. When I came here, it's totally different. When I become actually mother, yes, you sing songs where you when you can feel your child with those songs. Even usually, if we have actually a lot of songs where you sing to person with a name, but I like to change name, what is original in song, to sing to my son or my daughter, or that is, or my grandchildren and those things. And here, this is more into me. Here, if you are in Bosnia, you can hear Sevdalinka anywhere. You go outside at your home, friend's home, and we, no matter how in this time, we like modern music. We like a lot different kinds of music. But in each person's life, Sevdalinka is there. We don't have, when child was born, and especially before you got married and born, and birthdays, holidays, we always have part for Sevdalinka. Even when my son got married in Morocco, and my son was dressed like this for his Bosnian part of his wedding. And my daughter-in-law, she was dressed like myself now, but different color. She had a burgundy color. And music, that time was music from Bosnia. It means anywhere you go, Sevdalinka goes with you. Some people, they are practicing more. They are, like myself, it is my everyday life. I sing at my home in the morning when I see my bird, and he doesn't sing, I start singing to him. When I feel, I need someone with me, I sing. I have songs, and I'm singing those songs to my loved one. And that is actually, Sevdalinka is my life. One word, I'm definitely, it's me. This song originally is Mehmeda Majka Budila. I will sing how I sing for my son. Just I will change the name. And that song says a mother waking up her son. And he said, I can't get up. I had very bad dream. You and sister and father, you were hurting me to not let me have a girl I love. Nihada Majka Budila, Nihada Majka Budila. Ustani sine, Nihade. Ustani sine, Nihade. Majka je rano ustala, šećerli kahvu popila. Ne mogu, Majko, ustati, tri su me vile davile. Ko Jesu sine, Nihade, Nihade, ko Jesu sine, Nihade. Ti si mi majko najprva, ti si mi majko najprva. And he said, you are the worst mother than any of them. Usually, mothers, it's hard for mother to choose which girl is the best for her son or for her daughter. But especially for son, because the daughter-in-law comes in home, but daughter, she's leaving. But it is the same, you know what I mean. We have a song when daughter leaving home. It is actually, that song sings, I heard that song. I really don't know where, in which is belong to whom. We used to be Yugoslavia, and we used to, but Bosnia has only Sevdalinkas. Is that song, Sevdalinka, that I'm going to sing? I'm not sure, but for me, yes. And this is when daughter leaving home and saying goodbye to parents. And especially she sings to mother. She's going to leave home and she will find a new home with 7 brothers-in-laws and also parents, her husband's parents. Oprosti mi Majko, oprosti. Oprosti mi cijela rodbino. Oprosti mi Majko, oprosti. Oprosti mi cijela rodbino. Još danas sam, Majko, kod tebe, a sutra ću bit kod sve krve. Još danas sam, Majko, kod tebe, a sutra ću bit kod sve krve. Sve krva, Majko, za ova i 7 mladih djevera. Sve krva, Majko, za ova i 7 mladih djevera.
So tell me, what are the challenges in keeping your traditions going here in Erie?
I need to tell the truth. It's not easy, wasn't easy, but became easier when I find a friend. Actually, she found me. And that was 18 years ago. She made me more confident to be who am I. I brought all this with me, but I didn't have enough confidentiality to share to anyone. I didn't have opportunity, actually. She came in my life, and also I started at my work. I used to work at the International Institute of Erie. On the beginning, I was child care provider, and I changed multiple position, and I got retired as language service coordinator. When I started work at child care, I didn't say before, I didn't speak English when I came to USA. I didn't have a plan to leave my country. We had second language, Russian language. And that time was good enough for me. I learned here. And when I started work as child care provider, I love children. My background was pediatrician nurse, but my vocabulary was poor, and I couldn't express how much I loved those children. And, have them to come closest to me, because child, when you start to talk with broken language, it's suspicious. They don't trust you, they don't like come to you. And when I start to sing on my language, children's songs, with approval of my boss, of course, but we are international institute, and I sang on my language. I sang half on my language, but half added on English with my knowledge that time. And that changed my life. And now, it's easier for me to keep my culture and tradition, especially I like to share everything. I had people at my home, they taste my food, they saw every day my life. And I'm not afraid of anything, because I'm not afraid to say, who am I? I'm not afraid to say, I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina. And all world knows, the genocide experienced. Only Muslims, some of the Catholics did too. I'm not afraid to say that, because I don't hate. My faith is strong to God, and He will judge to all of us. I can't forget. Forgiveness, I will leave to God's hand. And that's the reason I'm sharing the love. And I really try to explain, I'm even who did that to us. If their children need help, I will do that. Because I grew up in a family learning how it's important to share love, and how important is to have neighbor. And we didn't choose neighbors. Bosnia is multicultural, multi-religious country. We have different religions as the neighbors. But we are obligated to take care of them. And I didn't know difference. I know we have different holidays, but we used to celebrate together. We celebrate ours, they come to us. When they have holidays, we go to them. That's what I'm missing here. I'm missing here that in Erie, I try to share actually my holidays. Because we do that. Here, I didn't have invitation just when I worked at the International Institute from our boss to share their holidays with us. And for me, that is the beauty of difference. And I need to say something. When I came here and I learned, they said, America is melting pot. We will be the same. I don't see America as melting pot. I see as a big bowl of tossed salad. And with all of us in it, with different flavors. You are cucumber, she's tomato, I am pepper or maybe onion or whatever. For me, that is America, because we have opportunity now. Thanks God and nice people to share who we are and what we know. Kiša pada, trava raste, gora zeleni. Aj gora se s listom sasta, a ja nemam s kim. Aj gora se s listom sasta, a ja nemam s kim. Imam dragog na daleku, u tuđoj zemlji. Haj pa mu sitnu knjigu pišem, dođi mi dragi ti. Haj pa mu sitnu knjigu pišem, dođi mi dragi ti. Ne mogu ti, draga, doći ni za godinu. A ja sam ti se razbolio, hoću umrijet. A ja sam ti se razbolio, hoću umrijet. This song I started singing when I was separate from my husband. He was helping to transport needies for Bosnia, and he was in convoy, and I was by myself, and I in Zagreb, in Croatia. My son was in Morocco due to war. My daughter was in Bosnia, and I sing this song. This song is, I said, rain is pouring, and grass coming up, and leaves are together, but I'm alone. And I'm calling my husband to come back. His message was sad, but I was worried, that could be possible, but thanks God wasn't. He said, he's very sick. He's not sure he's going to recover for a year, and maybe he will die. But that was the truth. That was our lives that time. When become a refuge person, you don't feel future. But I used to say at International Institute, I ask people, how you can recognize who is refuge, who is domestic? They don't have a clue. I said, look at their eyes. Refuge person doesn't see the future. They can be that. They're watching down, sitting, and waiting what are they going to have to eat, drink, or what bad news they're going to hear. And that time, Sevdalinka helped me not to think about those things the most of the time. And because I used to work as a counselor during the war, as a refugee person, that voluntary I did. And I heard a lot of bad stories with bad bad end. I have that experience also. And as I said, I was singing for my parents, not knowing my father. I lost my mother before war, 7 years before war started. My father was missing for 14 years, and I didn't know. On beginning, I singing him alive. After, I was just thinking if we at least can find his body, but we didn't. 14 years after, we found only 2 bones and had the funeral for closure. And that is Sevdalinka for me. I always talking about myself. And that is a cure for me.
That was a beautiful song, Mensura. It really shows that Sevdalinka show a huge range of situations and intense emotions. So before you sing another song, tell me, what advice do you have to other people coming here in Erie as refugees? What would you say to another musician coming from another land having to start their life over?
From my experience, when you become refugee person, when you survive genocide especially, when you were able to save your head, I remember the moment when I was able to escape with my husband, my sister and her husband and son and other, my neighbor, from same city. And when we find ourselves on free territory that time, I was thinking, oh God, I saved my head, but what I gonna do with my head? Just that's it. I was able to take with me just my purse, nothing valuable inside, and forgive me, plastic bag with my personal stuff. That was it. And that was checked also. They dump on the asphalt, to see what is there, because they were looking for gold. But I left all my gold. I told my father, they will come. Let them have it, but save him. But they didn't. They took everything. And what I realized, when I came here, after all this being refugee person, just without name, you are number, you are refuge. I heard multiple times, the people, some of them, they're really nice. But, it was a lot of people, they said, we are dirty refugee. Even you are not dirty. But they feel with that way. I had experience here also in Erie. When one lady said, why all refugee people look dirty? I said, how you will look if you didn't have opportunity to change your clothes for days, take shower, and spending nights and nights in wood? How you will look? Think about, don't judge. And I like to say, I was humanity speaker for 7 years, humanity speaker in Pennsylvania. Whenever I had my presentation, I used to say, please, I am I who am, and I introduce myself. Don't judge to me before you get to know me. Learn about me, and after you can say yes. And that time I learned what is important. You're losing everything, all material, money, all possession. Education is very important. It's number one to have with you. But if you don't, try do it at new home. They couldn't take your knowledge, your experience, your memories. Use everything to share with others. Let them know, let them learn about you. Don't be shy. We are not, you can't, not all of us from big cities, some of them from villages. Be proud who you are. Don't let the people to put you down. And what I used to say when I was working with refugees after, and I used to tell them, don't look down. Look what you see down. That's little. Chin up. Word is beautiful. And let them learn about you. And let them enjoy your beauty, what you brought with you. Americans need to know. First of all, as I said in the beginning, I believe in God strongly. I won't be able to take what is yours if it doesn't meant to be yours. And we didn't come here to take your job. We didn't come here to take what you have. We came here on this world for peace, what is belong to us. We are invited to come here. Wasn't my choice. If was, I will be at home. This is my home now. First time when I came here, except some incidents, but you know what I mean, I had my name. They called me by name, not just refuge. I had my home. You know, when I look now, my home that time, but I was happy. I was as poor as a church mouse. I arrived in Erie with white and blue bag, what all of us comes, and some belongings what you collected from second hands or what, you know, from donations. That was it. But I knew one day I will have my real home, but I work for it with my husband, my daughter, and I'm so proud. I'm proud grandma. My daughter and her husband, they were very young, and they came with baby boy, 13 months old. Now, my grandson is a lawyer at New York City, and my granddaughter, she's a future English teacher. And that is this Erie. My grandson, he wasn't born in Erie. He was born as refuge. He came, he didn't have a passport, he didn't have citizenship of any country, because the country he was born, they didn't give him. But Erie is his home. And now it is my home. We are all citizens. Yes, I am Bosnian, but I am American as well. And God bless America. And my Bosnia. So.
Mostar is a very, very important city in Bosnia, and it is considered kind of the center of traditional culture in Bosnia. And you have a very romantic song about young love and a couple preparing to be married.
This song is related to Mostar and says about two in love. She is calling him to come, and she wants to see him. And she said, don't worry, you can come. And my mother won't be mad of us. And also, she said, my mother is preparing everything for us, and they can get married. That's a lot. That love is not forbidden. And says the bulbul. Bulbul is a bird, some like canary, with beautiful voice. Bulbul pjeva okolo Mostara, dođi dragi, evo nam behara. Dođi dragi, evo nam behara. Dođi meni, moje rosno cvijeće, moja majka karati nas neće. Moja majka karati nas neće. Moja majka meni ruho sprema, da ga ljepšeg u Mostaru nema. Da ga ljepšeg u Mostaru nema. Sve od svile, košulje od tkane, i dušeke đulom pokapane. I dušeke đulom pokapane. Jewel is the perfume from roses, and dušek is a mattress. And she said, She prepared everything, all her sheets and everything, but she sprinkled everything on a bed with the perfume of the roses. That is the song says about.
So, Mensura, you really have an international family. You have a son that lives in Morocco, and he has a family there. You have family still in Bosnia. You have your daughter and your son-in-law that live here in Erie, and a granddaughter that also lives in Erie. But you have a wonderful story that goes with a very old song that you learned just as a child, but it really does connect you and your life here in Erie with that of Bosnia and Morocco. Will you sing it for us?
This song is, I don't remember, even it's not well known in Bosnia now, because I learned the song when I was in high school. From where, I have no clue, but I heard and I love it sound and I start sing. When I have my children and they're growing up, and whenever we travel or when we are together, they want me to sing that song. And in that song, you will hear I repeating Tunis, Morocco. That time I will have any connection with Tunis or Morocco, but I do have. My son lives in Morocco, and my daughter-in-law, she's half Tunisian, half Moroccans. And this song is also Forbidden Love. When a caravan is going through a desert and escorting to a princess, to the king. But one of those, God fell in love on her and they made mistake. Kroz gusti pjesak Saharete, jedan karavan će proć. Mladi beduin vodit će nju, lancima vezanu. Mladi beduin vodit će nju, lancima vezanu. Saloma, divna djeva si ti. Saloma, boginjo ljubavi. Tunis, Maroko, Addis Abeba. Tunis, Maroko, Addis Abeba. Giungale, gale, gale, giungale, ga. Giungale, gale, gale, giungale, ga. This is just one part of that song. This moment, it is a difficult moment for all of us in our lives. We don't know, even in real life, we don't know who will be tomorrow or not. But whatever is happened, I just need to say how I'm happy to be here, to at least try to help the people who thinks negative. We cannot be afraid of the future because we don't know what we're going to have. We're going to enjoy this moment where we are and with who we are. Try enjoy with your loved ones much as possible because we don't know what we're going to have tomorrow. This is huge opportunity for me. This is actually, I even didn't dream about this because it was too much. But see, you never know when you're going to be the happy on a sad time in the world. Some people say this is like a war. It's not. When was war, we knew who are the enemies. Now we have all one. We cannot escape. I escaped from genocide, but from this, we are all together. And it's nice. Please call each other. If you cannot see each other, if you cannot go door by door, you can call, you can sing with your loved ones, you can send a nice message, and try to do that more often. Not be sorry if you miss something in life. Thank you, guys. Thanks, all of you. Thanks to my Kelly. I need that. If I didn't have Kelly, if God didn't make us connected, I wouldn't be here. And my life will be totally different, but probably that meant to be, and it was happened. And thanks to him, thanks to her, and everyone who gave me a little piece of the help. Even who hurt me, whoever hurt me make me stronger. And I'm not, I try to not to think on negative way, and I don't want to. Please, people, share the love. Thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed this performance by Mensura Berberovic. Tune in again next week for another special video highlighting local Erie artists made possible by Erie Arts and Culture and the Doris Duke Foundation for Islamic Art. From all of us here at Erie Downtown Partnership, R. Frank Media, and Grise Audio Visual, thank you so much for the support, and have a good evening.